So what is a feeling? Well, I mean, if you break it down, a feeling actually is a sensation in your body. It's how your body feels under a certain condition and then how your mind interprets it. It's really important that as an adult, I'm going to start that part over because the leaf fell down. It's really important that as an adult, you can truly understand your feelings at a really deep level. It's really important as an adult how you can understand your feelings at a sensational level, because if you do, you can find better strategies and you can reinterpret them. Let me give you a great example. Let's say right now that you feel nervous. Maybe you feel nervous because you have a date later tonight. Maybe you feel nervous because you're learning something new. Well, that feeling nervous, part of it is your body, it's your sensation. Maybe the butterflies are flapping in your stomach. Well, the thing is about that from a scientific point of view, there is no difference between excitement and nervousness. There's no scientific tool that we have that can determine how you're feeling if it's just one of those. We can measure everything except is it excitement or is it nervousness. The rest of that is the way your brain interprets it. And there's actually a lot of studies that shows that when adults and when kids, when they can be very mindful about how they feel in their body related to their sensations, that what they can do is if they say things like, oh, butterflies in my stomach are flapping, that means I feel really excited. When kids are in this very mindful, very positive state, they will achieve things that they could not have achieved otherwise. I want to give you a story and an example about this. So, I have a teacher, and what she told me is when she was young, she went out on a date with a guy and she felt the butterflies in her stomach and she interpreted it. Oh wow, I must be feeling excitement. I must really like this guy. She didn't really feel it. She didn't think that she was excited, but her body told her, so she said, okay, I'm excited. So she agreed on a second date, she went home and she threw up. It turns out she had the flu. So it wasn't that she felt excited about this guy, it's that she interpreted her sensations in her body as excitement, and she was wrong. She did not go out on a second date. So a similar example that can really apply to adults and kids. So from a scientific point of view, there is no way to determine if you're excited or if you're nervous. All we can do is ask. The blood pressure will still be elevated. Cortisol is still going to be high. There's no easy way to determine this. So that means that the concept of nervousness and the concept of excitement is more mental. That right there is part of your feeling that you can choose. The sensation is there, but you can choose part of this feeling. Let's talk about what that means practically for kids. Well, there's this really great research on the American SAT. That's the exam to get into universities. And the studies show that if you prime these young minds by telling them, oh, your stomach, when it feels like butterflies are in it, that means you're excited to take the test. That these kids are far more likely to score higher than their peers in the exact same exam. Because if you come to the exam thinking, wow, it's going to be easy, I'm very positive, I'm very confident, then you're more likely to do the things. So then you're more likely to follow your gut and have a higher score. So it's really important that we teach ourselves and later our kids to be able to identify the sensations in our bodies so that we can interpret the various feelings that come from these sensations.